Hey everybody, welcome back to Hunter 101. This is where we go over how to play the Hunter, Call of the Wild. In this video and the last two videos, we've gone over the different weapons in the game. First video was about rifles, second was about shotguns. This one's going to be about the three different bows that are available. And next video will be about handguns. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, just want to remind everybody, I am streaming now. I do have a Twitch channel. I stream occasionally to YouTube, but YouTube is going to be primarily for kind of pre-made videos. So if you want to see streaming content, by all means, head on over to my Twitch channel. Link is right down in the description, as well as all my other different social media accounts if you want to connect with me that way. And as always, if you guys like my content, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe pretty much everywhere that I make the content so that you know when I make it. Alright, that being said, let's get into the video. Call of the Wild has 3 bows available to you. Well, it technically has 2 bows available to you and 1 reskin, and I'll explain that in just a second. Bow hunting in Call of the Wild is a little weird right now. You are shooting with compound bows, but you're pretty much limited to about 30 meters of shooting distance. Past that, the arrows get really wonky. They're very, very affected by wind drift. Even with the perks in the bow tree, in the archer tree, they are very affected by wind drift, which kind of stinks. Compound bows should be able to shoot out to about 50-60 meters and be fairly accurate with no problems. But unfortunately, these are acting more like traditional bows than they are compound. So bows, for right now, until they tweak the bow system and make some adjustments to it, are kind of like the shotguns in that they're a 30 meter and under weapon. However, 20 to 30 meters, they're very accurate. So let's kind of take a look at the 3 that are available to us. The first one that you're going to get is the Bear Claw Light CB60. It is a very, very similar... oh no, excuse me. I'm wrong. The Razorback is the first one you're going to get. I'm sorry. I'm very stupid. The Razorback is the stock bow that you're going to get right out of the bat in the store. It costs 6,000 credits, I believe. It's a pretty basic bow, fairly accurate. I mean, this is a decent bow. You can technically take down big game with it if you're using the appropriate arrow, but really this is meant for black bear and below. 60-pound draw weight on it. You can equip all 3 different types of arrows. The 300 grain for small game, the 420 for medium game, and the 600 for big game. You can also equip all 3 different sights. Now, sights are kind of weird in the game right now. Currently, this is your basic single pin sight that you get right out of the factory. And you can equip other ones, so let me just equip this. This is a stock bow, by the way. The first one is a reskin. We'll go over that in just a second. So you can equip different sights on it. You can equip a bright pin single sight, and that kind of gives you a glow that you can turn on and off. It's helpful for night hunting, but otherwise it's not particularly useful. You can also equip a 3-pin sight, which is what I normally go with, the Swiftmark 3-pin. That middle pin is good to about 30 yards. It's going to be accurate right out to 30. It'll put the arrow right in the middle, no matter what you're doing. Bottom pin could probably take you out to 50 if you're lucky, but just keep in mind that wind drift is going to make it almost impossible. Unless you're shooting downhill, you're never going to use the top pin. You could actually make an argument that you can get away with using just the single pin, because that one's good up to about 30 yards, and then just adjust as needed. So, I mean, I'd say so. Personally, you can use just about whatever you want. Also keep in mind, you're going to get different drop-off from each of these arrows. So the 600 grain over a longer distance is going to give you more of a drop-off than 300 grain. There's also a 5-pin, and again, I'm not entirely sure that the 5-pin is worth it. The middle, good to about 30, and I guess it gives you a little bit more flexibility if you're 40 and 50, but And you got these two top pins that really aren't going to do anything for you. I mean, if I fire with the top pin, you see how low that goes? So, I'm not really sure why you'd want to do that, but that's just me. So, that's the basic bow, the CB60. That will serve you quite well throughout most of your hunting career. There is a free DLC that you can download, which puts in the Bear Claw Light CB60. And the Bear Claw is a reskin. Pretty much 100% it's a reskin. Now, it's going to have a nice camo pattern to it. I like the way it looks better. Now, it says in the description, it may look similar to the Razorback, but don't let that fool you. Besides sporting an attractive camo, it also comes with a pre-installed stabilizer attachment. This allows for more accurate shots when aiming, but be sure to bring a large backpack, as it also makes it a bit more cumbersome to carry, suitable for small and medium-sized game. So that's kind of the trade-off, is that, so your accuracy on the Razorback Lite is 33. Accuracy on this, 38. It's really not a big difference. And honestly, all the accuracy really means is the amount of aim wobble that you have. So if you have a higher accuracy, the less the weapon is going to sway when you're aiming down it. That's it. So it says that it's going to be a little bit more cumbersome to carry. I don't know exactly how much of a weight difference it is now that I think about it. So let's go take a look. Let's see what it tells us. Alright, so I'm going to take all three out. Go down to Razorback is 7.5, Bear Claw 8. Half-pound difference makes really no difference at all. So you can safely use this over the other one if you like the looks of it. If you don't like the looks of it and you want to use the stock one, by all means, do so. There's not really any reason why you wouldn't want to do that. So put that there, put this there, and we'll put this here. And okay, so those are the two entry-level bows. Like I said, they're good for deer and black bear. You know, smaller things if you're using small arrows. But if you get good shot placement, you can get bigger stuff with them too. Now, the third bow, or the second bow, I guess you could say, is the CB70, the Hawk Edge. The Hawk Edge has a higher draw weight on it, which is going to turn into higher penetration. So it's going to cause more damage. This one is more suitable for larger animals. It does have a much lower accuracy rating on it, though, so you're going to get a lot of sway. That can be offset with skills and perks, though, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. And again, all three arrows can be equipped into it and all three sights. This is the one I go with all the time, just simply because by putting a smaller arrow on it, you can kill other things. That's the nice thing about the bows, is you only need one weapon to get 100% integrity on everything in the game. You need to be skilled to get them within range, but once you do, you only need one weapon to get 100% integrity on everything in the game, rather than carrying around a bunch of different rifles. I like rifle killing. I think that it's nice to be able to do it from a distance, not have to call them in quite so close, but I just like the bow hunting too. To me, it's just more fun to be able to sit, wait, call the animal in, and shoot them at a close distance. To me, it's more engaging. So, again, CB70, all three sights, all three arrows, better for big game because it gives you better penetration. Perks for bows we've already gone over, but you're never going to want at least 1 point into full draw to help increase the amount of time you can keep the bow pulled back. Move and shoot, you need to take to get to the rest of the stuff. Increased confidence is a must-have if you're going to be doing archery, because that does boost your accuracy, which means you're not going to wobble as much. And then like a pro is not really useful, to be truthful, but I mean, I've found uses for it sometimes, but I haven't really found enough use to say, yes, you have to take this. Recycle is great because it's going to let you pick up your arrows that you shoot, most of them at least. And then pumping iron is a must-have. because this is going to give you way more stopping power with your bow. So definitely at least go down this tree here, and at least pick up increased confidence. Like a pro, I wouldn't. That's why I don't have a point into it, because I don't find this that useful. And those are the bows, and that's how they work. Now, like I said, there is a certain offset built into the bows that over a certain distance, they're naturally going to wander. Now, I think it's really penalizing to have it set up as badly as it is. Over 30 yards, like I said, you get a ton of offset on your arrows. They really just start to go wild. So at 50 meters, you're going to be lucky to hit anything. If you do hit them, it's probably just going to be a flesh wound. That can be offset obviously by the perks, but then you also have to factor in wind. So wind is going to blow your arrow off course worse than anything else in the game. So if it's really breezy, don't take the shot. Even if the wind is blowing at your back, don't take the shot, because the wind system and the wind offset system in the game right now is really wonky, and that's what's really ruining bow hunting, I feel, for me and a lot of people, is just how inaccurate the bows can be over longer distances, when people that have used them in real life know that at those distances they're still plenty accurate. So I'm kind of hoping that Expansive Worlds makes a change to how bow hunting works, just like how they're tweaking shotguns a little bit. Still a work in progress, and I'm kind of hoping that we make a little bit more progress, sooner rather than later, because bows are really fun. Hopefully if they start adding crossbows and traditional bows into the game, then we're going to see some tweaks, but until then, bows are a 30 meter and under job, at which point they are very accurate, and they are absolutely wonderfully powerful. The CB70 with the 420 grain arrows will drop a deer in its tracks if you hit it in the lungs. Every single time. It won't run. It's not going to take off and make you chase it. It's going to drop right in its tracks, which is great for your integrity bonus and great for your quick kill bonus. So, under 30 meters, if you're using the CB70, you're going to be taking down game like gangbusters, even with the moose, even with the elk, even with the bison. Alright guys, thanks for joining me for this one. Next video, we're going to go over handguns. That one's going to be a little bit more fun. And then after we're done with handguns, that's the weapons done. I think I might tackle some more advanced topics in terms of calling animals in, stalking animals, sort of a dynamic showing of how your sound and visibility meter works. Not really sure. If there's any other topics you guys want to see me cover in the game, let me know. At some point, I'm going to run out of stuff to talk about in the Hunter Call of the Wild, but until then, I'd like to make videos that explain as much as people want me to explain. So if you've got any ideas for videos that you want to see, topics you want covered, please let me know in the comments. I know I have gotten some requests from people in the past in terms of what bullets to use and shot placement, and those are definitely going to be in videos, whether it's all in the same video or separate videos, I'm not sure yet. But those are definitely going to be in videos, so definitely let me know what you want to see. And until the next video, take care, everyone.